Jonathan Haas on the stop, along with Richard Moscardelli. The ends are staying home. The ball just shy of the 20, second down and 7.
Moscardella and Haas on the stop, a 4-yard gain, second and 6.
2:20 to play in the third, 14-6 Blue Devils. Franklin County with the ball. Smith. And the give to Derek Stovall. Stovall to the 23. Kevin Douglas with the trip. Third and 3. Inside 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's been a rapidly moving third quarter. Lebanon hoping the fourth moves just as rapidly as long as they have the lead. And a fumble on the play. It was fumbled forward. Lebanon has it. Dwayne C. comes away with it. Stacy Smith never got a clean handle on the snap from Mike Wrigley. And where the Rebels got a big pickup on the fumble before, this time they lose it, and Lebanon has it first and 10 at the Rebel 24. Lebanon with a golden opportunity to really put Franklin County in a hole with that wishbone attack. Minute and a half to play in the third. Lebanon with an 8-point lead. Pitch, Cyrus Hancock. And brought down in the open field, still picked up a couple of yards. Sure enough, as usual, Tracy Smith is there, along with Denny Eady. Second down and 8 at the 22. Inside a minute to play in the third. Kevin Huddleston in for Clay Bueller. Now Huddleston goes wide to the right. Stewart in the slot. Crutchfield and Hancock behind Brindley in the I formation. Up the middle, Cyrus Hancock in the opening. Down at the 5. First and goal, Blue Devils. Saving the touchdown for the moment, David Richardson, number 4. And it looks like Hancock is down. Bueller was down in the first half for a moment. He came right up. Stays in the game, but now Hancock is down, and if he's injured, well, Lebanon already shorthanded at running back as the team doctor comes onto the field for Lebanon and also for Franklin County. Usually the medical staff's no competition between the medical staffs from the competing teams. Now Hancock gets up. Appears to be in good shape. We'll know if he comes in within a couple of plays. 29 seconds to play in the third quarter.
First down, goal at the 6-yard line.
Now we'll see if Lebanon uses a tailback or not. Of course, Hancock has gone at times as a flanker. Jonathan Haas is now the tailback. He was the starter last week and had been Jennings' backup most of the year. Crutchfield. Should be in. No, is it? Yes, touchdown. Crutchfield was in the end zone a long time before the official signal. Perhaps he was losing the football, but Crutchfield has it. So Rod Crutchfield, second touchdown of the night, gives Lebanon some breathing room.
Crutchfield carried, fumbled into the end zone, recovered by Stewart.
So there was a fumble, and Marcus Stewart credited with the fumble recovery. So really, it's Marcus Stewart who gets the 6 points. Cyrus Hancock back in the game. Just missed the one play. He's split to the left side. One setback is Crutchfield behind Brindley. Bueller and Huddleston wide right. Brindley fakes. Now is going to keep and is brought down by Jason Davis. So 6 seconds to play in the third quarter, and the score is 20-6 Blue Devils. As you'll recall, the Oakland game a few weeks back, Lebanon got about a 10-point lead on the Patriots, had stopped the Oakland running attack. But when Oakland fell behind by 10, the Patriots went to the air and just moved down the field at will. Scored a touchdown, and then after a fumble, scored a second time within about a minute, and that was the ball game. One reason that Lebanon's pass defense, probably the weakness for most of the season, but tonight the pass defense has been very strong. A couple of interceptions. Ushery to kickoff. Jay Clark, one of the deep, no, let's see, let's check that. Doesn't matter who the deep men are, they may not get it. Derek Stovall gets it at about the 22. He's still on his feet. Crutchfield, the first to get to him, and we've come to the end of the third quarter. Franklin County will have a 1st and 10 in its own 32 when we start the fourth quarter, but first, this timeout. Stadium, the ball at the 32.5 of Franklin County, and the Rebels trailing by 2 touchdowns. Stacy Smith drops back, going to the air. It's complete. Wing, hook and lateral. This is Derek Stovall. Kevin Huddleston with the angle. He's still in bounds. Touchdown. 67 yards on the gimmick play, and there goes much of the cushion. The pass went to Stacy Holt, who then lateraled it back to Stovall, who went 67 yards.
Stacy Smith pass to
The first play of the fourth quarter, 12 seconds gone.
Stovall, who carries it to the 5-yard line.
Now,
First and goal, Rebels at the 5.
so it is out of bounds at the 5. I was going ahead writing down the touchdown. So he was pushed out. One official signal touchdown. Stacy Smith. This is Brown down by Crutchfield. Junior Brown on the carry.
Tackle made by Crutchfield.
And now the clock has just started. It was stopped at 11:48. They've run a play without the clock starting. It's running now at 11:40. I don't know if any of the Lebanon people noticed it or not. The Lebanon coaches on the sidelines. Down to 11 and a half minutes to play. Not in, but very close, evidently. Derek Stovall
Carried off of the left side.
carries to the 1. 3rd and goal.
Third down at the 1.
So instead of the hook and lateral going for 67 yards, it's a 62-yard pickup. But that'll still be the big play. Jay Clark wide right on 3rd and goal. Hurdling is Stovall. But he's not, doesn't have it. That is Stacy Smith, who kept the quarterback, and he's back to the 4. And the Devils never could bring him down. The officials ruled him dead, or ruled him down, and let's see, they put the ball at the 2,
No gain on
and
the
Franklin County calls a timeout.
Fourth down for the Rebels at the 1-yard line. Timeout, Franklin County.
Of course, the wishbone designed to befuddle defenses, or at least confuse them. Trying to disguise the play to fool the defense, and it also tends to fool announcers. And I've seen it fool cameramen, too. Not talking about you, Jeff. So 10:40 to play. This is a Franklin County timeout. 4th and goal. The ball, let's say it's at the 1-yard line, judging by the stick. Stacy Holt split to the right. The Rebels lining up in the power I. And in the backfield, a lineman number 65, Earl Morse, a tackle. Now they shift out of it. And let's see if it's a loose ball. Smith, he's in. Looked like he dropped the ball, but he forces his way in.
Stacy Smith carried in for the touchdown.
So 10:36 to play. Well, if nothing else, Lebanon did run off about a minute and a quarter after that long run. And it's now 20-12. The Rebels need 2 touchdowns, 2 7-point touchdowns to tie, but they're going for 2 here. Two wideouts to the right. Stacy Smith on the option. Right side. He's short. Rod Crutchfield with the stop.
This attempt for the point after is no good.
So it is 20-12. Lebanon's lead is back to 8 with 10:36 to play in regulation. Of course, in high school ball, there is an overtime. If, of course, one is needed.
Our final score, Ray County 24, McCauley 8.
So Ray County will await the winner of this contest. Ray County, a 25-8 winner over Chattanooga McCauley. So one of these teams will be venturing to Dayton, Tennessee, home of the Scopes Monkey Trial, next week. 10:36 to play in this one. Lebanon with an 8-point lead. Brian Hanaway to kickoff. Clay Bueller back deep at his own 15. Kick is away. A line driver hit to the right. And flag is down before the ball even stops. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. It could be offsides against Franklin County. So we will have a re-kick. This one, as far as the officials are concerned, never occurred.
Penalty on the kickoff. Frank County offside.
Apparently one of the coverage men across the 40 before Hanaway hit the ball. So now Hanaway will kick off from the 35. Bueller back at his 15.
Hanaway will kick off again. Bueller, big 11.
Kick is away. Line driver. Stewart has it at his 14.